Just sounds like annoying wind chimes, like when you go to your grandmother's house and you knock on her door, open her door, and those wind chimes are just going off. And you know that she probably made them when she was drunk or high in the 70s, and it's just a bunch of random pieces of metal and bullshit that are hanging up there, and she thinks it's real great, but you just hate the shit out of it. Welcome to this week's Probing with Parker. And if you haven't figured out who I am yet, then you're probably on the wrong video. Now, before I even do anything, I'm going to note that I really hate Christmas music, and even just by touching it, it seemed like something that would produce Christmas music. Yeah, okay, don't like it already. Like a drum set for elves, Christmas elves, the most evil kind of elves out there. Some sort of Fisher-Price instrument where they teach you the basics of not actually being a functional adult or a human being. Like when you get the cook and home set for kids. I mean, they're 4 years old or less. Why are you getting them a play kitchen? Neil Peart probably had one of these when he started out playing. That's how he got so good at that rhythmic drumming. Actually didn't sound half bad for me just hitting it randomly. How do you do YYZ by Rush? It feels like the sticks from the Dutch Russian tool that I had talked about earlier. One of my earlier episodes. Ugh. Black metal bands should probably use it. They're always doing the whole winter theme, like, hey, I'm in the woods with my instrument for some reason, and I have no knowledge of how the cold affects a guitar or a drum set or anything else. So I'll just run around and light a fire, and like, I mean, they've got makeup on, so I assume they enjoy Christmas. So they'd probably be playing some kind of Christmas tune on it. I know this is obviously some kind of handle. People in the 90s had the ghetto blaster on their shoulders. People could just be walking around and like roll up to the basketball court. Just sounds like annoying wind chimes, like when you go to your grandmother's house and you knock on her door, open her door, and those wind chimes are just going off. And you know that she probably made them when she was drunk or high in the 70s, and it's just a bunch of random pieces of metal and bullshit that are hanging up there, and she thinks it's real great, but you just hate the shit out of it. You do like jingles for car insurance commercials on it. If people were buying a car from me, I'd make them sit through at least 4.5 hours of me just blindfolded hitting this thing. If you're willing to buy a car off me at that point, I'd maybe give you a deal. Probably not. I'd probably lead you on to think you were getting a better deal and then just continue playing this and not give you a solid answer, keep you there for another half hour, maybe another hour at best, and then tell you that actually the vehicle you've been looking at is not for sale. It's actually just been a whole joke the entire time. But you should check out my portfolio because I'm pretty good at playing whatever the hell this is. And there's actually notes on it too, or hieroglyphics. Apparently it's called a glockenspiel. The name is definitely 100% a lot cooler than the actual thing itself. It's got air vents here, or drink filters, whatever way you want to look at it. Thanks for watching me and the glockenspiel get to know each other.